So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So yeah, this is my 2-in-1 Garp challenge team against Worst Generation. It's going to be INT and PSY, and as usual with these kind of things, it's built around Roger and Whitebeard, and there's only 6 or 5 INT and PSY units in the game. I have 4 of them on the team. The 5th is a free-to-play Smoker Toshigi that hasn't re-released since I started playing, so I can't use them. But yeah, it works without them. And yeah, the way I approached this was, first I made a team that worked against Worst Generation, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be possible. Like, maybe someone has done this before. Like, I don't really keep that good track of Garp challenges. But yeah, I realized in my early testing that it will be rough using double Roger and Whitebeard captains, because like you get the captain swap final stage and you lose a lot of firepower. So I decided to do the opposite approach. I make sure I have double Roger and Whitebeard final stage, and for the remaining stages I just give up having double Roger and Whitebeard. I just have one of them. So it took a few tries to get this kind of clean. After the run, I'll also do a post a playthrough or show a playthrough of Revo 1. But that team isn't as clean because, yeah, it wasn't optimized for Revo 1, but like Revo 1 is so easy, so you can make almost anything work. So yeah. But yeah, this team is pretty forgiving as well, because you have Shirahoshi Manchuri captain, and they have pretty big end of turn healing. So yeah, you're basically never in any danger of actually dying. So yeah, the main issue here is like making sure the swaps line up good, getting the orbs locked at stage 5. That's usually the biggest issue in this challenge, together with having enough damage for final stage. And yeah, it will be a bit slow in places like this. In general, I think INT and PSY is the best candidate, because for these Garp challenges, like to get all the rewards, you need to beat every Garp challenge 4 times to get all the limit mats and such. So while it's theoretically faster to do 2-in-1 teams, that means you only need to do 3 playthroughs. You need to do a 4th anyway for the rewards. So usually, if you are a fan of these 2-in-1 teams, you can only pick one. So I'm not sure if INT is actually the best one here. Like, it might be like Strength and Dex now. Like, I didn't really test it. I wanted to just try this first, and since I got it to work, like, it's fine. And yeah, for this one I just use Kobe and map out, just get a little bit of extra damage, like, and removing the damage threshold, of course, that's the big one. Yeah, I hit with the least damage dealing units first, like Shirahoshi and Manchuri and Lufuboa do like no damage. Shirahoshi and Manchuri in solo cap mainly boosts other units and not really themselves. So yeah, this is a pretty neat thing you can do against Worst Gen. Yeah, like, usually you're not allowed to use orb changing specials, because Sora does this, but once he's done that once, he won't do it again. So you can just use another special, like Shirahoshi Manchuri in this case, and you're good to go. And yeah, I prepared the swaps for next stage and final stage. There is a kill, and yeah, we're basically pretty good at this point. Like, one potential improvement to this team is setting up so I can have Whitebeard Frank captain on this stage. With this team I have to swap to Roger here, but that's a minor thing. Like, even if you miss the kill here, which I did on my one playthrough before this, it's not like Blackbeard does anything, and thanks to Shirahoshi and Manchuri you have a lot of HP already. But yeah, it is actually very easy. Remember that this swap is RNG, so you might get Kobe and Mapo, and that's RIP. But if you restart the game right away, you're guaranteed to get the Roger and Whitebeard swap after reset. So just keep that in mind, be ready to restart if it happens. And here I just super swap, use Whitebeard special, swap Captain to Roger, so I get both the 3 times attack and ore boost. Color affinity doesn't matter, but 3 times attack, 3 times ore boost, pretty big. And yeah, this is very comfortable. I'm not even using a particularly good friend, Roger and Whitebeard. Level 1 final tap, so yeah. And yeah, here just because I have to do it, like if I don't post this, I can't exactly use the thumbnail, like 1 team for 4 Garp challenges. I'll probably do something like that. So yeah, this is not particularly optimal. Like I realized when doing this, like I should have moved Kobe and Helmeppo down 1 spot and yeah, stuff like that. But I wanted to do as few changes as possible. The only change on this team is that I swapped Roger and Whitebeard with Chauzu and Manchery. For obvious reasons, like in the end, like you can probably use Chauzu and Manchery as captain if you want, but this is more about giving value to you guys rather than being all too stubborn, because technically this isn't the same theme again since I made 1 change, but it's 1 swap, like it's not the end of the world in my opinion. So I just stall out Kuma then. I did make 1 Roger and Whitebeard inside team against Revo 1 like 2 months ago, so I just checked it out, what strats I used, and made some minor changes. The biggest change is basically the Nami support on Luffy and Boa, and that's because I didn't need any other support on them, so I could speed up that stage a bit. Chauzu and Manchery here very good. Resist the bind with double Roger captain as well. Yeah, stay 1 turn here, kill the mobs, and then next turn we can finish the others off. Another thing I could have improved here in retrospect is to start with Whitebeard captains, because the swaps line up better then. But yeah, I didn't do it because that would be a bit too many changes, and I didn't feel like rerunning the Worst Gen team. So like here I get a bad RNG roll, you can say, and I just miss out on the kill here. So I end up staying here quite a few turns, so you can say that is a fail. But at the same time it shows that the team is damn consistent as well, and it doesn't matter if something goes wrong. So sometimes I think that's pretty valuable. Other times I'm like, I want the run to be as clean as possible. But like since Revo 1 is not really a big deal here, and the big deal here is that this team could beat Worst Gen, and then it can beat Revo 1 too. So yeah, one other change I could have made to this team is to have a super swap ready here, since I really don't need it for final stage. It was pretty dumb, like usually I spend a few more playthroughs with teams like this, but I am so sick of Revo 1. It's not fun anymore. Like often, even if I'm tired of content, like I can find some joy in even like maybe speedrun teams and such. But for Revo 1, not fun at all anymore. It's so incredibly boring. It's the worst, honestly. Like Doffer 1 I can enjoy to some bit, because it actually has quite a few things you have to keep in mind. I'm not saying it's hard, I'm saying it's at least kind of interesting in its way, while Revo 1 is just pure brain dead. Like you get bind 1 stage, you get bind another stage, we have 2 turns of death up, and that's basically it. It's just minor stuff except for that. But yeah, just burst here. Like I could have probably hit more perfects because you only take 3000 burn damage, so yeah, whatever. Should be an easy kill anyway. And yeah, then just finish them off. So yeah, there we got the obligatory Revo 1 team, but the big deal was the Worst Gen team for me. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next time.